Back to the good old left eating itself in the comic book world. I can't tell you. Like, I just feel like I'm dead serious. Like, I just felt a wave of relief go over my body. Like, just kind of getting back to covering the normal stuff. When people think that they can bully and intimidate you, I hope that while I didn't handle everything perfectly, that you take this as an example, that you continue being who you are and you don't let your principles be rattled. And you, say, hypothetically, continue to attend a convention while your bullies cower in their hotel rooms. Anyway, we have a Batwoman show coming to the CW, which is basically the dumpster fire of comic book shows. But, to be fair, I don't want to comment too specifically on any one of them because I don't really watch them that often. I think Batwoman is probably a compelling story, but that, of course, is not what I want to cover. I want to cover the media's reaction to it because it is hilarious. So they hired Ruby Rose to play a gay Batwoman. Of course, you have to hire a gay person to play gay roles nowadays in Hollywood. So I suppose she made a lot of sense. You may recognize her from, let's say, John Wick 2, which is where I recognize her from. She's in Pitch Perfect, the new movie, The Meg, which looks hilariously bad. That's not a comment on her at all, just a comment on another terrible giant shark movie. And things like Resident Evil and Orange is the New Black. Good looking woman. Will probably be kind on the eyes as Batwoman, but not everyone thinks she's maybe the perfect fit. Now, Ruby Rose will be suiting up as the DC Batwoman for the CW, Variety has learned. Previously announced, the character will make her CW review in the annual crossover event between the four networks' DC shows, which happens to be The Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. None of them really appeal to me. Arrow, maybe, but that was about it. They were also developing a series based around the character whose real name is Kate Ann. Armed with a passion for social justice and a flair for speaking her mind, she soars onto the streets of Gotham as Batwoman, an out lesbian and highly trained street fighter primed to snuff out the failing city's criminal resurgence. But don't call her a hero yet. In a city desperate for a savior, Kate must overcome her own demons before embracing the call to be Gotham's symbol of hope. So basically, Batman, but a lesbian? I don't know. I'm not a deep lore expert on Batwoman, but it's hilarious how, of course, it's getting covered. Here we have Schmaligan, which, of course, didn't cover my fandom-related assault, but this is important news. Hollywood darling, I wouldn't say that, Ruby Rose is set to play Batwoman in a new crossover event for the CW. Rose is best known for appearing on her series of critically acclaimed TV shows and genre of films, from Orange is the New Black to John Wick Chapter 2. I found, in my opinion, her performance in John Wick to be forgettable, but maybe she was okay. She's okay. But the whole her taking punches from John Wick and delivering just as powerful punches back, that whole thing was a little odd. But just from a physics and biology standpoint, but fine. If you give her superpowers, then you can suspend all that sort of thing. She's also incredibly well known for her portrayal of openly queer characters, both in bigger projects and artier shorts. Rose will play Kate Kane, version of Batwoman, first introduced in 2006, regarded as one of DC Comics' most prominent gay superheroes. In the announcement of Rose's casting, the CW and DC emphasized that Kane was an out lesbian, highly trained street fighter primed to snuff out the city's failing, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is the second woke move by the CW. Now they've got a trans woman in Supergirl, and now we've got a gay character as Batwoman. Fine. You do you, girls. You get yours. I'm not sure it's worked out well in the past for TV shows getting woke. But, of course, the left. I have, of course, no problem with her playing Batwoman, other than the fact that I didn't think she was that great of an actress. Then again, she's moving from movies to TV, so I would assume the bar is kind of lower. I don't watch Orange is the New Black. I assume she's fine in there, very comfortable in her role, I assume. But of course, social justice Twitter is not happy about it. Not gay enough, too pretty, they say. Ruby Rose being cast as Batwoman feels like the CW didn't even try to look for actual talent. They grabbed the only lesbian Hollywood knows of and called it a day. Like, what? I agree. Plus, she really isn't a good actress. I've seen quite a few movie critics Ruby Rose's character ruined a movie. That's not great English, but, interesting. Here's stuff. CW, Batwoman TV show, neat. CW, and the actress gonna be a lesbian. Really neat. But Ruby Rose gonna play her. Oh, no. Not happy. Let's see what another Rainbow Twitter profile has to say. Not only does Ruby Rose not identify as lesbian, but she's not Jewish either. So they basically lied about it, wanting an actor that represented the diversity to stay true to who Batman is, and instead of just picked a, quote, hot white person that isn't too gay to offend straights. Of course. Oof. I thought she did identify a lesbian, but now I hate her even more. Nah, she's just non-binary. Maybe she identifies as queer. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so angry. I'm pretty sure that casting Ruby Rose means they didn't even really try to find someone that fit the show so much as they're building a show around her. Are there levels of gayness? Ugh, I would rather have a straight Jewish woman than any other gay or bi woman represent Batwoman instead of Ruby. She can't act. Wait, I thought she was a lesbian. She's not a lesbian, but her and her girlfriend just broke up. Right. Again, I don't care. I don't care what hole you stick it in or what holes you rub against each other or whatever you choose to do. You do you. As long as it isn't hurting anyone around you, I support you. I support your right to be happy. I think Ruby Rose will do a mediocre job on what sounds like will be a mediocre television show. I assume people's expectations will be somewhere around a 5.5 out of 10, and I have no reason to believe they won't deliver that. Now, all of the shows on the CW, specifically Supergirl now and Batwoman, have a target audience that just isn't that large. I do think it's hilarious, though, that, the show, here's the thing. Here's the thing that, again, when I say SJWs, I don't mean everyone on the left, by the way. I mean social justice warriors, right? Maybe that's a worthwhile video one day to make. But here's the thing they don't understand. Nobody really cares that she's gay in real life or that she's gay in the show. I don't. But if they make the whole show about her being gay, then the show will fail. It is very simple. It is a repeatable formula that we've seen time and time again. When a character's depth starts and stops with her sexuality, then you have a recipe for a failure. So it's my sincere hope for Batwoman's success and for Ruby Rose to make it more than one season on this show is that the writers have some level of depth to the character. And it's not just another paper thin, I'm a gay lesbian, I'm a woman, I'm a lesbian, laugh at me or feel for me, because that shit doesn't connect with people, and it doesn't connect with real gay people either. They don't like to be tokenized, just like any group of people. So I have low expectations on the CW's ability to not do this, seeing as what they're doing with Supergirl. But I'll be interested to hear what you have to say about it in the comment section down below. As always, it's always fun to watch the left eat itself, the far left eat itself. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.